Hi, Sky. Let me finish this and then get a drink, and I'll explain the schedule for today. I'm not done much with Samurai. Other than just random stuff. Like these quests. Alright. We're gonna do the Vanu Vanu reputation up quest, I guess that you want to call it. We're gonna do that, and then we're going to do story. We got the Sky Pirate raids out of the way. There's still Alexander, but I'll just come back to that. I'd like to make some progress on the story and get to the next. Try to get to like the next area, or at least see just how this post game ends with Heaven's Ward. So that's the plan today. Sun Drop the Beat. Sun Drop Dance. Even Lenu Valley's crown of flowers cannot distract from the distressed look on her face. Syndril, Black winds bring terrible news. The Vundu learned of Oke Gundunaki's existence. Chief Honu storms into Oke Zundu and demands that Chief Sonu surrenders us back to the Vundu. If Chief Sonu does not do as Honu commands, he threatens to smash our village into splinters and toss the remnants into the clouds. He can try and fail. Chief Sonu calls us to Oke Zundu to discuss this turn of events, and he requests that Syndril come as well. Quickly, to Oke Zundu! Hi, Maze. Chief Sonu, Oke Zundu faces destruction because of the Gundu. For that, Lenu Valley offers 1,000 apologies to every Vanu of Oke Zundu. Lenu Valley. The fault lies not on the Gundu. As inevitable as floods that follow enduring rains, the Vundu's greed eventually swallows all. But we will not stand idly by. The time to fight back is come. Chief Sonu, the Zundu will not accept this. We cannot ignore the might of the Vundu. Our tribe will not fight battle they cannot win. I'm here. You can win. A chief cannot ignore the voices of his tribe. If the Zundu do not fight as one, then Sonu sees no way through these troubled mists. The Zundu cower in their huts before Vindu Tempest. Predictable. Very well, surrender us to Chief Honu. Joyous you will be to receive an offering from his slaves. Slaves? Enough of Lenu Vanu's slights. The Zundu only fight if victory is assured? Even Paisa calls them cowards. Gundu fight to the last Vanu. A warrior's death brings more honor than bondage. Brother, be calm. You must think. Even if Zundu join us, to take up arms against the Vundu means certain death. But fighting is not the only way. We will send them fleeing with Sundrop Dance. Sister, do you remember? When the Vundu attack Oke Gundu, they stand stoic as totem poles before the dances of our fiercest warriors. It is useless. Do not forget, many Gundu betray their own that day, robbing us of the strength unity brings. But now we fight for a new home and freedom. Let us dance as one and drive the Vundu before us. Lenu Valley, that is no easy task. The Zundu live peaceably for countless moons. Then they forget what it is to fight. If they dance before Chief Honu, and he casts his baleful gaze upon them, it is Zundu who will run. Still, there may be a way. Perhaps if the Zundu see a mighty warrior's Sundrop Dance, then as rain breathes life into a wilting flower, their courage will be born anew. Mighty warrior. Stairs! Stairs! But does a mighty warrior not stand before us? The one who cast the white himself down from the skies. Certainly he can rouse their vigor. Huh? Me? Chief Sanu is right. Syndro's dance kindles Lenu Vali's courage, washing away the fear from her heart. Syndro, learn the Sundrop dance and show the Zundu a Netherling's fury. What? Me? Lenu Vali teaches Syndro the steps. But first, all who wish to learn the dance must submit themselves before our ancestors. Worry not, Lenu guides you along the way. Come, Syndro, meet Lenu at entrance to OK Zundu. The time is come for sister to lead. Lenuvanu may be chief, but sometimes he wonders who is most fitting to sit in the chief's roost. Now, your sister is growing a lot. I like that it says drop the beat. It's sun drop the beat. Syndro, we must first visit the ancestral statues. 2 of them tower over islands in Cloud Sea, in the shape of Great Vanu Vanu, the first of our kind. Syndro must dance atop the statues, laying bare his spirit to the judgment of our ancestors. Only with their approval can Syndro earn the right to do the Sundrop dance. Here lies the first statue, the mother of all Vanu. Go, Syndro, dance atop the statue with zeal. Sure, I've done weirder things. Dance. Yay. You lose yourself in the dance and lay bare your spirit to the Vanu Vanu ancestors. Did it. The violent winds of a monsoon gale could not match the ferocity of Syndro's dance. One more statue remains, the father of all Vanu. Lenu awaits at Vandu OK Bendu. It is learning. I'd much rather do the sun drop dance any day. It's a, oh, what's that word? Haka. That's it. It only took me, Lord knows how many streams. And I respect that. Climb atop the statue and show the father of all Vanu your dance. Do not hold back. The statue stands strong against the most thunderous stamps. Here it is. Gotta see it. I can make it out now. I wonder if M Dance does work though. Just out of curiosity. Ha! It does not. It's looking for dance. So just that command will work. It'd be funny if other dancing commands worked. I think that'd be cool. Alright. Such dance! And with it, the ancestors of Vanu know full well the constitution of your spirit. Does Syndro not feel them smiling down in approval? Meh. No? Perhaps only Vanu can feel the warmth of their smiles. Nonetheless, it is time to return to OK Zandu. Come, Syndro. Okay. Syndro submits his spirit before the ancestors and earns the right to the sun drop dance. Pay attention, for it is easy to miss the subtlety of its movements among its fury. Learn it well and reawaken the Zundu's courage. Such power, such strength. Netherling moves with the fury of raging typhoon. Magnificent, though White himself cowers among the clouds. Our hearts stir with fury. We will dance, Zundu will dance. Netherling's dance rivals even Chief Unu's in its wrath. The dark mists lift, and path we must walk becomes clear. Gundu and Zundu shall dance as one, and put the Vundu to flight. The Vundu will flee like frightened gallicats. Sun drop the beat. I like it. It's a haka, so I'm okay with that. You've learned the emote Sun Drop Dance. What's the shortcut for that? Is it just S Dance? A Gundu totem pole has been built in OK Gundu Naki to show reverence to the tribe's ancestors. Sundance? Okay, Sundance. Honored. Okay. A 1320 for the next Vanu. That'll take several days. Alright. One stop. To Idleshire. to get a new book for this week. Unidentified flying object. That's not you. What are you? Oh, we'll go take a look at that. Dr. Clay. Yes, trade an existing one for a blank one. Okay. Because that one didn't have enough done in it anyway. Alright, let's see. Wind up. Zolia. Cannot thank you enough, but we'll certainly try. Oh, wait. Dress up Thancred. What do we got? 59 to 50, 51 to 59. Ugh, fine. 60. 70, 80. Sycarus Tower. Oh, I Sycarus Tower, but it's doable. Don't know you. Some Lighthouse. Second Coil Bahamut. Don't have access to that. Alexander. Alphascape. No, can't do those. Palace of the Dead. I can do Palace of the Dead. Ugh. Naval Extreme. I guess I can. I don't want to. Thorn March Extreme. World Eater Extreme. Nidhogg's Rage Minstrel's Ballad. The Great Hunt. Don't know what that is. And, of course, the PvP. Two weeks to do as many of these as I can. Okie dokie. Okay, with those out of the way, let's do story. Where is breaking the cycle? I'd always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravonian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it could be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Yasali to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged our misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side she fought in service to do that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she'll be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Alphinaud. Yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes. Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you'll follow me. Warp! Yeah, I'll meet y'all there. Oh, they're actually inside. They're above. Of course they are. Always second floor. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Yasal. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I come as the envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great room Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Yasale. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Yasale once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people, in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people to the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. Oh, that's good news. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith. Until we meet again. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised her proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Maybe I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Within her lifetime, huh? How reassuring. I mean, think back to, old day. In 300 years, I will crush be able to crush this boulder with my claws. Easy. Because no sense of time. I wonder if the Nath was mentioned as well if you had done Ravana Extreme before. I don't even know. Do I have access to Ravana Extreme? I think I do. Oh well. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Charlolan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search of our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. Thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that, I have no doubt, Master Alphinaud. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Yeah. Another time, another place. It's so small EXP, but I guess I can do it as samurai anyway. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business will be to rendezvous with Deshola in Idleshire. Darn! I could have skipped a trip. Oh well. I thought. Ah, Sindral, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? About as well as can be expected. Alphinaud beat me to it. As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Emmerich's proposal with Rosvelgar, of course. But she seems amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but I was explained that you would be joining us. She asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Alright. I love the outfit.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Nice to meet you. You have a very familiar name.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Krau, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Krau, huh? There's no chance of me remembering that. Now I have an official pronunciation. It's Krau. Krau. Okay.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue.
Long overdue. How's golf?
You must be the warrior of light.
Depending on when this is set.
Yes. You certainly do look the part.
Oh, thank you.
A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
Oh! I like you already! Pleasure's mine.
And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Poor Alpha now. Always the young one.
Miss Cryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies.
I like this because this is a reminder that for how everybody does, you know, tease Alphanada, he's young, you know, Master Matoya, you know, oh, remember your place and everything. Never forget that he is a prodigy.
Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Oh, that grin. I imagine he was quite full of himself, as prodigies tend to be.
Thank you, Cryle.
That's enough! That's enough! Thank you! You were quick to stop that.
Haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Oh man, so vicious. A more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap I should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
There we go, a more dexterous deflection. Recomposes himself and gives a very proper answer.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Oh, man! Oh, man, it's like traveling around with a teacher. Poor Alphino. A bit much, but better. He is very eloquent most of the time.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
Correct.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Exactly.
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Move up the chain, that's what I'm hearing.
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
She's wearing the devout gear, right? The FF5 devout look, just not white, a more yellowish, but with the cat ears, if I remember right. Yep, gotta be at least 60. Okay. Oh. What do you know? That's done. I need to get a new set. Oh well. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Let us show you. Devout was FF3, wasn't it? Maybe it was. I get those mixed up quite a bit when it comes to the classes. Now I'm curious. Now I want to. Oh, maybe Beastmaster. Now that I think about it. Let me see. Wouldn't be so hard to just find a set of pictures for just all of her stuff. No, because that's a RAM. Somebody else do that. In the eye of the beholder. Prospect of meeting the famous Master Matoya seems to have set. I already forgot. Because it's so much different than how I want to pronounce it. Max Potion, Max Ether. Max Ether. I've heard so many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. They're all true. Yeah. Rest assured, they're all true. This way, and take care where you tread. Exactly.
Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
I like how Y'shtola fires back.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners.
Exactly.
Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Alright, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Hold on a second. Okay.
Baldessian, you say? Oh, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power.
Very sad.
I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Oh, Echo. Echo!
Well, yes, of course I do.
Of course I do.
Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us.
Interesting.
It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
You weren't supposed to, that's what.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
I appreciate that. Matoya can be really prickly, and I'm not down for that, but she's right here. Yeah, that's all well and good. Why are you here?
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
Yeah, I got it back for you in another time. Many years ago.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
I feel that, Matoya. when it comes to gaming, I am pretty old. It's like, oh, I thought you'd want to make use of my years of experience, but no. Oh well.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
Huh.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
Oh, that's awesome. Great reference. Great throw in that reference there. Hi, Vortigod. Welcome to the stream.
Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself.
Thank you, Master Matoya. Then let us begin. Shroud. The trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
Let's hope so.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Yeah. I really want to load up FF5 and see what class it's supposed to be. It's bothering me. Because you're right, Devout's FF3. So, right look, wrong Final Fantasy. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Cryo. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Well done. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Yashola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments. Cinder and Cryo will question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Los Asphath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Oh, man! Just all the secrets, Cryo. So vicious. So mean. Hey! Good on him. To impress the ladies. That's cool. Anyway, we had best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Man, all the dirt on Alphanon. It breathes even more life into his character, which I love because he's such a big character. We've gone through so many highs and lows with Alphanon at our side, and it's cool that we get even more layers into his character. That, you know, he was a kid once. He's still a kid, but you get, you know, some more of how he was when he was really young, and just how much he's grown. Searching for a friend of yours? Let's have a look then. Uniform's not on the list of jobs for Krell found. Really? Maybe it really is just the devout. Oh, this bothers me. Hold on. I don't know if I have FF5 still downloaded. Oh, I hate the new overlook on Steam, by the way. Like, it's cool in some ways, but in a lot of ways it just makes things more clunky. Nope. I do not have it downloaded. Moving on. No, ain't seen him around. Alright. Ask our leader friend here. Seen this guy? Can't say I know the face. Say he's something of a warrior? Heard a tale the other day of a Hurrian vagabond who brought down a Bandersnatch by himself. And with style. Oh, that's him! Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the bell of a bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Sure does! I do have the wind-up dragonet out, by the way, and it is sitting on my shoulder, which it can do, which is really cool. Hurry a man? Not exactly rare, you know. Can you be more specific? This sketch. did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face. It could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe? Axe, that's weird. Yay! It just sits on shoulder. It's really cool. Finished. In that case, think we learned all we can here. See what the others found out. Yeah, that doesn't sound much like Thancred. An axe. Axe isn't right. It'd be dual daggers. Apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved very well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptional, capable Hurrian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no one chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you've heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the life stream as naked as your name day. It's a scene I shall never forget. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, simple statement of fact. Ain't no shame in that, Alphanod. No shame. Stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Kryl. Quite right. I'll get both. A little slow, a little late. What are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Los Asvoth. Must go and see the Voth right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Asvoth. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have certain dealings. How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No. He is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? Quite certain it was this man. There is no doubt. Fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Som Al, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. And where is he now? Gone to Lost Asnoth, not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ah, crud. Ravana has returned? Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before. What could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. Proceed to Lost Asnoth, defeating any foes who stand in your way. Like that, little slow, a little late. Hopefully not. Let's go. Destination. Aha! Got it anyway.
It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
Nope. Here we go. Cut down. Impressive. Don't y'all look slick? Your bloody axe there. Nice staff. It's happening to both of us.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Cool.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
I know that stuff. Mine's better.
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
Paladin's also wearing Cortana. Nice. Neat. Can you teach me how to do that? I mean, you're not going to now, obviously, but... Huh.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea.
I don't like how you said that.
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
I don't like your tone, prick.
Have
You come
care.
over here and say that.
The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Prick! Now that looks correct. Beard? Got a little bit of stub. Kick! But we're gonna have words, Lalafell.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it.
Let's go!
Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
This is a party from the trailer of the original FF14. Oh, very cool. You die first. So I'm better.
Warriors of Darkness. Really?
Really? Yes, unfortunately, they're always around. Usually mucking up things. Good to see ya! What happened to the eye?
Thancred, are you all right?
Awesome swords, by the way. Daggers. Swords? Short sword. Not really daggers anymore. Also,
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
agreed. Looks way different. I kind of like the look.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting?
True.
The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether.
The altogether. I like the way they did the mouse. Or swirl, whatever it's supposed to be.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides.
That's intense. Just crude obsidian knives. I mean, it works.
Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
Yeah, again, like the mouse squirrel thing. Chipmunk. Yeah, chipmunk.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke.
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
A man of refinement. Smooth as always.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
Yeah, they were. So what changed?
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Dreams of the Lost. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals, despite his declaration they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Well, they want to kill us, that's one thing. Nor is it the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. Exactly. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalemo found Syndra. Correct. Ah, the memories. Seems like only yesterday you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. 'Twas a plain gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. Too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmerich's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Sindral. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, much has happened in your absence. That's good, we have another party member back. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she has long departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has been again laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation, as promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as a light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe, such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emmerich's invitation? Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey on to Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and we will convey your words to our allies without delay. It's happening, Yasale. Would that you were here to see it.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
honorable Maya has. You're quite well, Thancred. Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You give me rather a lot to digest. Whole affair with the Ishgardians of the Durranians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. But we can face them head-on one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks, and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time we will find Ida and Papalemo and Menphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray, do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. I have no doubt we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation! You've returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Almeric's invitation. She has? These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Chirurgeons tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Oratal not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. Get these rookies out of the way. I'll go heal him right now. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? I'll put them down myself. They will all be judged. Against the dying of the light. Primal accessories for fending, for slaying. Slaying? Flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there's a pattern. If there is, we've yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it would be best to divide our forces. Master Alphinaud and Mr. Susola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Syndra and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? The grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there. He's awesome. Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet. Name's Hilda. Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. Oh, he is! I'll remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Right. Well, we could begin by sifting through charred rubber and questioning random passerby. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Everybody has that one person. Barky? Oh, aye. The infamous Emelian de Fortemps, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Oh, yeah, the younger Fortemps. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Syndra. He'll be at the Crozier, most like, making an effort to be seen. Let's go and see him. So let's go and see him. Grizzled, I will accept. But old? Right, I was wondering when that was going to hit him, the whole old. Definitely looks older. The grown out hair, the chin beard. Maybe after the rain? Because, yeah, it was raining, and they started fires in the rain. Well, well, if it isn't Syndra, dearest of all my friends. Looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. Awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you're wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vaults have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what it is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I'll have you know, my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon Syndrome, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? Reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. Ah! They wish. They try to steal from Thancred, and then Thancred steals from them, and they don't even know. Also has been there recently, minus the robbery. Actually, he didn't even have small clothes, but... Moving on. There was a man with a satchel. Saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. So hot I couldn't breathe. I remember how I made it out. Suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Okay. Bomb rings. Wait, what? Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. Barely escaped with our clothes on our backs. Were not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Come, my brothers and sisters. Food and shelter enough for all in the Basilia. Halon's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess, we were not sure if we should come. So many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of the lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. Madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell. May the Fury guide your steps. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We'll require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we're to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Remont's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For our mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of the Ishgardian Orthodoxy. Ah, what a coincidence. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphinaud will doubtless have an opinion. looks like they caught somebody. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Syndrel, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it! Got the wrong man! My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? Occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? Thancred super calling you out. I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me! Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and said about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but those highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. Oh, so buff. He's using what little we know to throw a masterful bluff. In fact, he called you Rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks! He's the one what told me to keep going! Ding-ding-ding. Now we know it is somebody of nobility. We know it's somebody higher up. Maybe more? Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. He left it behind. I left it behind. Tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me! And there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? And now we know it's somebody in the church. Went to the church every day, said my prayers. Aye, so long as you don't mind he's limping when he gets there, that's fine. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Either way, we got information. Well, I've seen his like before. Troubled soul manipulated by men of power, wielded as a weapon. Could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. It was brilliant. And if our captain had called your bluff? Must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is as vexing enough. As it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation to discuss how best to proceed. It was such a brilliant play. Love it. Love it so much. Shall change. We shall have... Frey will be waiting for me forever. at this rate. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. Give me 10 minutes. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Archrail, please have it. Have you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Emmerich in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you. Thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. My lord Oratel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Avenant. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Which one would be samurai gear? Sling? I don't think I need this. I could go buy... I don't remember if I bought level 60 gear for samurai already. Fending his tank? Okay, slightly. I could just take the silver pieces, actually. Nah. Give me this. I can just stay in the box for now. As goes light, so goes darkness. House Fortomp's Kite Shield, and a wind-up Harshaphant. Or as recreated in a Goldsmith's Workshop, can never die. Casting, I don't need healing. I already have. Aiming? I might take casting, because I do want to try Black Mage. I really do.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved.
Yeah.
Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Hey, look who's up!
Too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you.
What a cool answer.
Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change.
Which is just nuts!
When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
I think we're about to find out.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault. And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
And now we know.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault. And they sent you to deliver their demands. They, the true brothers of the faith,
You
demands
losers.
that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ha! They can shove it. Is because that's not true. You're guilty of high treason.
Ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Exactly.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
That's fine. I'll go in.
Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets.
I like that. That's smart. That's why he's in charge.
I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
100%.
Of course.
Get some. He's
We are
ready.
in your debt.
Dagger's ready to throw down.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Oh. Okay.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel.
Okay.
To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
All right. Okay, jeweled quartz. Oh. Give me 1 minute. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Listen well. We will enter the Basilia silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I am told one claimed to have served under Thoradin VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized the control, I think it highly likely, yes. Means they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Uratel, you are a brave man and true, None would question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me! Rescue the hostages. Emmerich the Blue, Ironbone. Saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attack, subdue the enemy quickly. Lay down your arms or die by the sword! And y'all are really screwed because this warrior of light is the healer. No, you don't. What a jerk move. Archbishop's former servants. On your guard! Sound the alarm. Hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go! Okay. So you're still always gonna stay behind. Oh man. Oratel threw out a kick there. That was... I think so. Or may have been the enemy. He's using a sword and shield. Secure the hostage. Do the other test. Okay.
Down with you!
You jerk. Execute the hostages. You're so terrible. They're the worst people. You're fine. No problem. You all won't even scratch them with me around. Check the other somewhere. It all happened so quickly. Yeah, my weapon looks great now. Nice. Who dares? Keep going. I'll hold them here. Alphanon's gonna stay here. Not alone, you won't. Sidril, stay with Sir Emmerich and Lord Uratel. Right.
You underestimate me.
Emmerich the Blue. Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. the word of a heretic of the holiest flame, I just slap you down. These people are killing hostages. Well, trying to kill hostages. And it's, we're stopping that. We are with Lord Aratel. He decided to come along. Sir Emmerich is here, and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have stayed behind at various points in this little thing we've done here to stop future reinforcements. But then, the holiest flame, I'm judging you. I'd sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We'll show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop. Whatever, y'all don't scare me. I kill y'all. Why do I have the Starcrest picture in mind of the zealot hacking at the marine and the medic behind healing the damage quicker than it's made? And the zealot realized he just looks like, really? Yeah. Ah! And then, like, nothing happened. Or, like, the SCV repairing the supply depot behind. Makes a scratch. Instantly repairs. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. No, you're not. Shut up. You took hostages. By my hand, you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. Well, by mine, you're going to be judged. So it is to be a trial, then. Lord Erato, Sindral, leave us and save the hostages. I'll deal with Sir Seminard. Rescue hostages. Oh, okay. Down. Okay, we go back down. Guess we go back down. I was confused on what we were supposed to be doing there. Free. There we go. Others nearby, but where? Here. Yes, but on the wrong side. Pay attention to me! Darn, missed one. Because I didn't understand what we're supposed to be doing. That's very sad. You will pay for that one. Look, he's fine. Hey, come here, come. I need you in the middle, though.
This knight does not yield.
You are judged. All your other people are too. Oh, good. There's still one. Did it. That's it. Good. Holy flame, my foot. Upstairs when he saw you kill his men. Priest goes down there.
Where is he? Where is he?
You're a terrible person.
Come no closer!
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
This is what I hate about zealots.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Thank you, Amber.
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Actually, no. Technically, his father's blood is on my hands, but that's neither here nor there to you, apparently. Thanks for the catch! I was really hoping that was going to happen. What?
But
It would be dead, yes.
Vidofne!
Thank you.
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Yes and no?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
thank you for saving me.
There we go.
Thou art welcome, child.
Oh. You played yourself, priest! Actually, You're gonna need to side with this bastard who threw this innocent child off the bridge, or you can be with us.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Where is he, by the way? Dead? The priest. Did Emmerich cut him down up there, or did we capture him? Hope capture. Hi.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
Thanks for the help, and I am here. But, why?
I bear a message from my sire.
Reisfelder?
From Reisfelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt.
But also like, I don't know. I'm just messenger.
Fare you well, mortals.
Okay, bye.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
Correct.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Exactly. Important.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers?
Sadly, both. But let's try to make it the former, not the latter.
For 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for lasting peace with the Giovannians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own.
That's fair.
I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Wise words. But hopefully things will turn out for the better. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. A little bit. Well, time scarcely does it justice, but 1 moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ashgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmeric's words, at least more of them. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Totoro of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I should be at Four Toms Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Totoro would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Sindral. I wish a word. What's up? Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? A little off. How was on the ball? He got on well with other. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but so you sense it too. A subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. Oh, that stinks. It would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. This is a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Ah, that'd be a big loss. Right then. It's like everybody lost something. Right then. Should be on my way. Cradle may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long that will last? 2 hours, tops.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Nice. Thank you. Gladly accept.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room.
Okay.
My father will soon step down as head of our house.
Whoa, huge move.
Sir Emeric was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat.
Oh, man.
Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Wow.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge.
Okay.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
So you can change things. A knight lives to serve.
You sound just like him. I suspect that is what Horschiffon would have said. To aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words.
Always.
And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horschiffon. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Gladly. And make the next day better.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
You doubt? Shield that! That would be the comedy way to do it. Pay attention! Oh, what? They just left.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortamps, Heaven's word, as goes light, so goes darkness. What are you doing? This is thy proof? The Geron Oracles? Apocrypha? It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Still don't trust you! Or you cutting you both down. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. Screw fate! Garlands are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Don't you smirk? Who was that? Who are you? Well, oh, Papalima. Not dead. That's good news. Which means, Ida? Yep. Everyone has their orders. The Masts will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. Oh, man, okay. You're running guerrilla operations? I fear it will be bloody. By Ralgar, it better be. It better be. Cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. Still not showing her face. Basically. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. So it goes. As it once was. Avana, Syndra, I've been looking all over for you. We received news regarding Filament, Hoary Boulder, and Kotelnet. Oh, good! Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems that once they learned the Scion's good name had been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easy to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. But what wonderful news. To think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you too, Alphanon. Ah, Thancred. And Kryel, what brings the two of you here? Kryel and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. And we may have just found the answer. Yay! Syndra, when you were fleeing Ulda with Minfilia, you said that Hydaelyn spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Assuming this is true, and I see no reason to suspect it's not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Hydaelyn commanded her to remain behind. Okay. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all quite hypothetical. But I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace. A lingering substance in the ether, or lingering disturbance in the ether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish the existence of such ripples, of course, we'll require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data can be found. The battleground where Syndra felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Hydaelyn intervened to shield them from the magic I invoked. Kryel and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the ether therein. The two of you? Alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and while I'm confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies to which to hide Kryel while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Syndra come along, who'll see to Philemon's grand homecoming? When you put it like that, very well, I'll trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but it will at the very least eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tetra and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose upon you to meet them at the Lumenson docks? Sure. I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Alright. Oh, Syndrome, how have you been? Come here, let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all day. We would have sent word sooner, but the braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Totoro found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter aboard a Hunnish vessel. Pained us not being there when you needed us most. Well, we made the most of it, didn't we, Cotonet? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. Armor looks different, I think. Definitely yours. I don't remember you having green. And the purple cloak is different, right? It looks way more fancy. We would have sent word, but we knew not whom we could to trust, and with the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. We're still looking for her. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? Not my call. Forgive me. I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be. He watched over her from the first, long before me, and he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return. Busy myself in the meantime. Certainty there is much and more to be done. Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions and a long overdue reunion. Huzzah! There you have it. To the Rising Stones! Alright, where's the bad news? Too much good news. Oh, it's Thancred.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Totally knocked it.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favoured me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
Ooh. The latter, maybe?
This is neither the time nor the place.
Ooh, very serious.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating the Imperial Castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from.
I see where he gets it from.
Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A gugu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Science. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
Oh, wow.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
No harm done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady.
Fair is fair.
What is Minfilia to you?
Fair is fair.
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope.
Oh, his best friend.
And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
It's good to be home again. I think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond these doors. Friends and family with whom we've shared so much. God's help me, the older I get, the more sentimental I become. Come, let us not keep them waiting. Leonie, infirmary, fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and hearty. What of Higiri? She is well, although abroad on a mission at present. Wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Hi. We do more of that around here. Heartfelt reunions with stalwart companions brings a bloody tear to the eye. To secret oneself in a ship's hold to secure safe passage to a faraway land. This is a tale we all know too well. When they are well rested, I should like to seek a formal introduction. Why wait, my friend? No need to be shy. Grant me a moment longer, at least. I'm happy to oblige you. My legs are rather less accommodating. Oh, sure. What in the 7 L's drove my little brother to come to Mordana? You, brother? You and the Scions, of course. For 1,000 days I trained, that I might grow as strong as you, fight alongside you. And now that you are here, I sense you've surpassed me once more. Do not tell me, trained with the Hanish, did you not? I still have to see, brother. I studied the trials of the braves, drunk deep of the souls of mine enemies. Damn. Glad though I am to be home, cannot help but think of those who have yet to return. Once we settled in, I would join the search. Good, good. Things are looking up, which means it's all about to be shattered again. That's the way of things. Too bad I'm bitter. Instead of being happy. Been so long since I've seen them all like this. Too long. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Aphonaut. I know we will. Minfilia, Ida, Papalimo, every last one. And when they walk through these doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. As it once was. Just once, I'd like to feel we had a leg up on the bad guys. The Word of the Mother. Poro Rogo. Enchanted familiar though it may be, kissing it will do nothing to alter its corporeal form. Thancred and Cryo contacted us a short while ago. Would seem their foray into Castrum Mediterraneum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Ishtola and Idleshire. Rude though it be to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return with her daughter. Yeah. My apologies. I see I'm the last to arrive. So, what news have you for us? Postulated, ripple at odds with the preceding pattern. Faint, the waveforms bore a strong resemblance to those observed following the destruction of the Isle of Vol, which is bad. Heidelin shielded me with the blessing of light. Paid a visit to the Silda aqueducts. Detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect from a more recent disturbance. Heidelin, no other explanation. There's more. When I studied the site where Y'shtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. What? Yet, unlike Y'shtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now, recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of aether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communing with Heidelin, we briefly leave our bodies behind. Let's consider the facts. 1. Heidelin interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Y'shtola's flow and vanished without a trace. 3. Heidelin may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. So she summoned Minfilia. You are implying, I take it, Heidelin guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her, body and soul, into the ethereal sea? That case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. I speak of the anti-tower. A Charlian construction conceived to provide scholars a vantage point over the ethereal sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower? I had no idea. Course is cleared. Petition her aid once again. No, she's just gonna love that. Although this time we will be asking for decades of knowledge, so who knows? She may have a different tune, but probably not. Anyway, that's gonna do it for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you had a lot of fun. More story tomorrow. Until then, I'm Syndrel. Remember to shoot for the stars and take care, everyone.